Good morning everybody, and once again welcome back to the channel. In today's video we are going to learn about OneTable and how you can translate the metadata from Hudi into Delta Lake and Iceberg and interoperate between all these three data lake formats. So without wasting any further time, let's get straight into a hands-on lab. Alright, so the first step is we will clone the project repository, and we're going to be using Glue4 image for this demo and project. Okay, so the step one, come to the project repository, and then what you want to do is you want to say AWS configure -- profile and use the word Glue4. This will prompt you to enter your AWS access, secret key, region, and then the output format is going to be JSON. Now once this is done, now what you can do over here is in the project repository, make sure you change this particular path, right? So my AWS credentials are stored on Mac inside the folder user, Saumil Shah, and .aws. If you're using Windows, I have a comment there, so simply make sure to put the right path. Now once that's done, we can spin up the container. We can say docker compose up -- build -d. This will start the Glue container running locally. So as you can see, now my Glue containers are running in the background, right? Now what you can do is open up Chrome and head over to localhost 8888. This will start Jupyter Lab running locally, right? Now you're given a IPython notebook which will create a Hudi transactional data lake. Okay. Again, it uses a library called Faker and generates some mock data, and then you will basically upload these Hudi tables on S3. And then we can learn about the OneTable and how we can translate this metadata to interoperate between any of these three data lake formats. So right now, what I will do is I'm going to install Faker. Okay. And then let me print the Spark version. Again, these are just some helper methods that I wrote. Now again, what we will do is we'll generate some fake data over here. So let's wait for this cell to complete. As you can see, I have two Spark data frame, right? One is the customer and the second one is order. So some fake data to play with, okay? And then what we will do is now we're going to perform an upsert on customer Hudi table. And once this cell is complete, we'll perform an upsert on the order Hudi table, okay? And once the execution is complete, let's go to S3 and see if these Hudi tables are created or not. So I'm gonna go to the S3. Here you can see I see a silver, I see customer and orders. Inside customer, I do not see the Parquet files, but soon once the execution is complete, I would see those files coming in shortly. Same thing goes with the order table, okay? So right now, I'm simply gonna wait for the execution to complete. So let me pause the video here and resume once the execution is complete. All right, both the cell executions are now complete. We can go to S3, refresh here, come to the order table. We have some Hudi data here. And then for the customer table, we have some Hudi data here as well. Okay, great. Fantastic, right? Now let's learn about OneTable, and see, OneTable makes it super easy to interoperate between all of these three data lake formats. So now let's go to the project repository. So now what I want you to do is come here and then click on terminal, okay? And I'll try my best to zoom in if I can. Okay, or can I do more zoom in? Yeah, that's great. All right, so we'll head over to this Jupyter workspace, CD Jupyter workspace. And here you will see I have a config.yaml, and then I have the utility, -.1.0 -beta bundle jar, okay? So let's do cat and let me do my config. So here you can see this is the config file. I'm saying, hey, I have a Hudi table on S3, okay? And the target, I want to basically translate the Hudi metadata into a Delta Lake so I can interoperate between them, right? And here you can see the path to that particular Hudi data set and the table name. I do not have partitions on the table, so again, I'm not using that particular attribute. So hopefully it made sense, right? Now what we will do is we will fire up the sync command. Let me open up my notes quickly. I think I had this command here in the notes. So quickly, if I can navigate across here, commands. Yeah, that's the one. So we'll copy this. So the command is pretty simple. We're gonna use Java -jar. We provide the path to the jar and the -- dataset and the path to the config file. So we copy this. Now the reason for using Glue containers is Glue comes with Java, Spark, everything pre-installed, so you don't have to worry about all these hassle and configuration and setup. You can quickly start your POC. You can do all this stuff easily. All right. So again, so now I'll fire the command. Okay. So let's run this. So as you can see, oops, we have a small error. Error io dot error running for S3 Somil Shah. Oh, I think I have the path is incorrectly. So let me basically check that. So what I will do, come here, come to my config, and want to make sure that this path is correct. So what I'll do, I'll come to silver table, come to customers, and then copy the S3 URI. Maybe I must have changed the bucket probably. Let's paste this. Okay, so I've done that. Now I'm gonna save this. Okay, so I go to my Jupyter lab again. Okay, and then I'll go to my config file, just replace this, save it again, and then I'll fire the Java command again. So now again we're gonna fire Java -jar /utility, the path to the jar file, and then the path to the myconfig.yml. Let's run this, and now I think it's working fine. I think I had the S3 path incorrectly, so which is why it failed. But now it's gonna basically do the translation for you. So now let's wait. At the end, as you can see over here, we see a success. Right now, the way you can verify this is pretty easy. So come to the customer table and come to the outer directory, right? And here you see this Delta log folder. This is the Delta Lake or Delta format metadata, right? So now you can come here and actually verify this. You can come and say query with S3 select, select on JSON, and then once you query, you can see the translated metadata, right? That OneTable has done for you. Now, the most easiest way to verify this would be through a glue crawler. Let's basically spin up a quick glue crawler. So what we will do over here is we'll come to this particular S3 URI, and then you're gonna come to glue, come to crawler. I already have one, so I'm just gonna click on that and edit the glue crawler. So edit. So again, watch here. So I named the crawler, then the type of the crawler is Delta Lake, and I'll simply try to edit the S3 URI. Okay, and click on update, click on next, select the IAM role, click next. We'll use the default database, and I'm simply adding a prefix on the table called OneTable _ so that I can show you that the table was created, right? Let's click on update, and the crawler has been updated. Now we're gonna run the crawler. Now this will take about a minute or so. As you can see, the crawler is now in the running state. So let me pause the video and resume once the crawler is complete. My glue crawler is now complete. As you can see, it took about 59 seconds. And if I head over to the database, if I go to default, and if I refresh here, I should be seeing these tables. Here you can see OneTable, _ because that was the prefix that I added. And here you can see the schema, right? So OneTable was able to translate our existing Hudi table into a Delta table, right? So basically, it's an amazing way that you can interoperate between all of these three data lakes: Hudi, Iceberg, and Delta Lake. So I hope you have enjoyed the video, and I'll also leave the exercise files, Docker Compose and everything on the GitHub. So in case if you need more details, you can go and try these labs out. If you like the video, make sure to like, subscribe, and share the video with your coworkers and colleagues. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll try my best to answer them. With that being said, keep smiling, keep programming, and see you in the next video.